Hello everybody, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you, where you are. Happy Sunday, welcome to your weekend. I hope it is going according to all of your greatest hopes and dreams. Kitty Cat's here, I'm here. We got some coffee, we got some water, we got some more within Alpha. I got what we need for a Sunday morning. Hi Kitty, hi sweetie. How you doing? Are you happy I'm streaming? She likes it when we do this. She was here early today. She was sitting on the chair going, meow, meow. You're gonna be late. And you were correct. I was a little late, but we're here now. I want to take the hunter, I think, further through questing, because if I quest far enough, eventually logic tells me that it's gonna dump me in a delve. And I just want to see what the delves are in the zone and how they are different and unique and individual from the delves we had in the Isle of Dorn. So we'll quest with some lovely quality time to spend with. Holy moly, my bars. What did you just dump in my bars? Oh, they're teleports. Lovely quality time to spend with the Dark Ranger hero talent tree. We've got Black Arrow going on here. Not because I don't like Pack Leader, but mostly just because there's nothing much to do with it. I was talking about it with my friends last night. And it seems like having one of the hunter talent trees be pretty passive is like, you know, something that quite a few people do want. And I can get on board with that. Good morning, Kira. It's so adorable. It's true. You're a very cute little kitty kit. Hazel, all I have to finish for Tyvan is Across the Isles. Got to knock out Army of the Fed and Flight Club. Is Army of the Fed one of the ones that needs the fishing holes to rotate around? I know a few people are stuck on those. Hello, good morning. Morning, everybody. Let's see here. We've got Skippy. I have some notions, as much as we like Rufus, the mole rat hunter pet, I have some notions about taming an additional mud skipper, just so I can have two of them, because Skippy is currently in my stable slot for the passive thing. Oh yeah, we weren't quite done with the Granny Scribble stories. There we go. All right. Hello. Today I went to my niece's birthday party. She turned 2, and I have lived to tell the tale. Aww. I hope that she had a very happy little birthday. I think one of the Beastmaster trees should be entirely passive. Lots of people will play it specifically because it's chill and simple. Well, that is precisely what's going on there. The other issue that I could see some people having with it is it's called Pack Leader. And some people might read that and think that it means more pet summons or like pet summon procs. And there is one that you can get where Bestial Wrath gives you a pet from your stable for 6 seconds. So it's not that there's nothing, but it's definitely more just about making the buttons that you have do the thing that they do a little extra, a little more next time. She's very excited and happy. As it's 4 BM, it's best hero talent for passive stuff. Yeah. I think that's all right. I'll make my peace with it. Whoa. I'm falling off here. We're going up. That's the story. This seems pretty scary for a kobold. Grabby rocks. That's what they're called. Okay. I didn't know if we were trying to hold on to fungus over here. So how's your morning or afternoon or day been? It's only morning for me. It's 9 a.m. I am up. I did that thing where I woke up early and I was like, you know what? I have time to go for a run. And then I didn't. I was like, I don't want to. I'm going to stay in bed and think about how I'm not going for the amount of time it would have taken me to just do it. That's a very big spider. Is it wearing boots? Is it carrying something? It seems to have like extra bits. But I had a nice walk with Mr. Moose. He like pounced on a bush and I thought he'd found a bunny. But I managed to stop him from getting whatever it was. A lot of climbing going on. Chance to check if hunter pets are warband wide at all. I have not done so, but let me take a look right now. Area is dangerous. What do you mean? Hopefully they don't make me climb up the thing again. I'm not in queue for anything, so I'll make another hunter and I'll go take a look. Oh, they've stuck me in Orgrimmar. ADHD in full effect. What's ADHD in full effect? Replace the fill valve in my upstairs toilet that I've been putting off for a few months. Very nice. Congratulations. I was about to say I'm proud of you, but that might be patronizing. It's the kind of thing I would be proud of myself if I did it. But if somebody else told me they were proud of me, I would have been like, what are you trying to say? Think I couldn't have done it. I don't think I'm allowed in Dornogal anymore. So Grumpus, you can just kind of be done. Let's make just a hunter, just to check. Whoa. Yeah, it's not far off. What's her name? They're funny. There we go. It's like lettuce and fettuccine and alfalfa all at once. Thinking about doing something for the entire time if not doing anything. I see. I think that can happen. I think that can happen to lots of people. I don't think it's just an ADHD thing. Very proud of myself. Sometimes procrastination can be insidious. Okay. Stables. If I'm in Stormwind and I want stables, I want to say by the horses. I guess I can just ask a guard. These probably work when I find an actual guard, not like a fake guard that's on board duty. Yeah, there we go. I don't need to actually set up bars in this character. She's just going to take a look at it. Stable Master. Both Old Town and the Dwarven District. Oh, you wanted me to specify? I thought you were just going to mark them both on my map for good measure. Yeah, give me Old Town. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's what I had in mind. I must have a mount here somewhere. Is this game free? Not exactly. I mean, I actually have no idea if you can get into alpha if you don't have an active WoW sub. You might be able to. I don't know. I've always had an active WoW sub. Stable Master. I would like to stable my pet. There you go. So, completely separate stables on a per hunter basis. It is not an account-wide stable. You can build your collection separately and individually on a per character basis. Try and slash the looted guard. Jane is just randomly playing Bouncer for the auction house. See you later. Alright, I'm gonna find a guard and I'm gonna slash the loot, but then I'm getting back on our boy Rockhound. Thanks for checking some rare pets. I wish were shared. Yeah, no problem. I know. Yeah, I guess over the years, I probably don't have these hunters anymore, although I'm sure they could be restored. But I have tamed a couple of spirit beasts, like the rare spawn spirit beasts, on a few different characters, and then now, of course, I don't have access to them. Slash salute. Oh, I'm a guard. Is it just the holiday today? Is it like, it is volunteer guard day, that's why. Slash salute a guard to show you care. Oh, I was thinking, does that always work? There's no way that always works. Well, that's fun. Alrighty. Sorry, Alfettuccine. Making an earthen monk looks like. You got some serious purrs going on this morning, kitty cat. I had to get up a bit early and refill her bowl because she was like, she wasn't meowing for me to fill her bowl. She was just licking the empty bowl aggressively to an extent that I woke up and was like, oh, I should do something about this. That sounds pretty serious. I suppose if we're going to be on for a bit, I should get into queue for a dungeon and hope that it puts me into the other one. We've seen the darkness one. I guess I could also specific queue. And see if they can specifically put me into the stone vault. Oh, I have a quest over here. I didn't know that. Or maybe that was just, maybe they just gave me the breadcrumb again. That's a bit strange. Anyway. Gems on the knuckles because, obviously. Yeah. She used to actually just like meow incessantly for food. A long time ago when she was a baby. And then she would meow to complain about her water bowl. Not that it was empty, but just that anything about it was not to her liking. Like, you know, like she got some hair in it or something. A crumb of dust has fallen from the ceiling into the water bowl and it will no longer do. But she's gotten over that too, so, you know, you can have your bowl fed in the morning. That's all right. I'll get up a little early. I keep the food right by the bowl. It's not like a big deal. And one day, she learns how to tip that thing over and break it. We're going to be in trouble. Help, I just read all 3 of the Warcraft Chronicles. And now I really want to play all the expansions in order. I mean, there's a project that'll keep you busy for a while. This isn't the correct price luxury water. It tastes as though you bought this on sale. Yeah. I'm lucky that tap water's nice here. We can all use it. Which is good because Moose doesn't only drink his water, he also snorts it. Because he's really scienced out how to blow bubbles in his water bowl. And then sometimes if he's going a little too hard, he'll breathe the water in and then have like the wettest sneeze in the history of dog sneezes. Copy paste your community rules for myself? Yeah, absolutely. Still debating what class to use for an earthen alt. Maybe shaman or paladin. I feel like an earthen shaman would be really cool. My cats have a fancy water fountain, but they like to sit in the bath and beg for bath water. Oh, that's so cute. Both my cat and my dog, they don't want to get in the tub to look for bath water, but like if someone's taking a shower, they want to be there and then like lick the tub when it's over. And they also both like licking like ankles post shower. They have no idea how much they have in common. Giving dwarves shaman was the best decision. All the cats that I grew up with had the attitude they preferred to find their own water and food. Wonder if they'll ever create a proper vanilla Chromie time. Yeah, I wonder if yeah, I don't know. I don't have my hopes up, but I don't have my hopes up for lots of things. What is it? I'm still clearing rubble. That's what we're after. Hope we get some of these machines as engineering mounts. They're nifty. See, now I'm looking for the machines. I wasn't paying enough attention. There's shredders. I know we get the delve diver thing, like the big old helicopter for delves. That'll be kind of cool. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Fossil Streams. Thank you very much. I'm doing all right. How about you? I'm having kind of a cozy morning. It was like gloomy and just raining like the tiniest bit this morning. Like not so much that you actually needed a rain jacket, but just enough that you'd like, you know, something would fall on you and you would look up to be like, was that a bird or is it raining? Somebody just spit on me? Oh no, it just rained. Cog preserve us. This is what we've been reduced to. Have a great morning, Miss Duddy. Thank you very much. I need a closer look at this guy's hat. What do you got? It's like it's got like a headlamp, except instead of a headlamp, it's just like a big old red gem. It does seem to actually give light. Actually, now that I mention it, it is a headlamp. It's just a gem looking kind of headlamp. All right, what do you want me to do? Put me to work. That pipe's coming loose. This one. No, not that one. Now we have to start over. Oh no. Okay. This is there's going to be more than one thing. That was a pressure reading. This is a shut-off lever. There is a steam pipe, and that's a flow control. Okay. All right. He wants a pressure reading. The Simon Says quests never stop, but this one's actually kind of cool. Blasted console is stuck. Kick it. There you go. Pressure's too much. Throw the shut-off lever. Go kick the console. There we go. I feel like I did something. I wonder what the source of energy for the headlamp would be. It's mysterious. Have you seen? You're pretty much able to recreate Zoval as an earthen. I saw a screenshot. I don't know where. Maybe it made it to Wowhead or something, but I saw that. It's pretty silly. Use tunnel access to plot. Alright, I've got way too many quests going on. So, there's an icon. I wonder what that icon means. It's like recycling arrows. My first instinct is that it's telling me that my warband has done that quest already and that we're doing it again. But the problem is that I don't think I actually... Well, maybe I did. I don't remember if I actually did that quest already. When I actually go to look at it, it doesn't say anything about your warbands completed this already, which some of them do. Bounce on the slime without touching the ground. Eh? Work to do. I need more coffee. I'm confused. Yeah, it's just that dailies have their own... Like, unless they've redone dailies and they're getting rid of, like, the blue exclamation mark. It's powered by positive vibes. I have no plans to play Cataclassic. There must be people that are, like, marking their calendars if there's a date for it, and they're, like, really jazzed about it. Steam tunnel unblocked? 29 yards, maybe in the building. Home is where the candle is. Collect trader's tender. Oh yeah, the Granny Scribbles story was a little bit, that one kicked me out at the end, which was a bit peculiar. I wonder if it'll let me finish it. Oh, it is a daily. Yeah, so it is blue. It is blue here. So I guess that's a daily. You can dig up something your mole friend sniffs out for some experience. I seen you out there snuffling. Don't watch me snuffle. I'll snuffle in private. Here. Give this one more try. Hunter's got the best order home out. Learn from Granny's scribble. So the only thing I need to do for this technically is leave the cave. But something definitely happened when you got to the top of this. It put me into a cave. It ported me to Orgrimmar before I could actually leave the cave. That's probably just a... In alpha, if it detects you as out of bounds, it kicks you out to the main city if you're in an area where they're not testing yet. So it's possible that this quest just technically ports you someplace that we're not theoretically supposed to go. I could issue report that, but if that's the case, that's like a problem that solves itself. That's just like a quirk of the testing environment. Those are really funky looking spiders. They really look like they could hold like a lot of spaghetti with those things. Why do quests have an ellipsis instead of numbers on the tracker? The ellipsis, I believe, means that it's in progress. Yeah, you can still highlight various ones. So we go through the squeezy hole. Maybe I can just book it out of the cave. Area ahead is dangerous. Turn back. I'm running. Nope. All right, I can't do that quest. Well, that's fine. Let's untrack that, which I think means we can't do Home is where the candle is because they need me to learn from Granny's scribbles. So we'll untrack both of those. Hey Hazel, how are you doing today? Hello, it's Radiant. I'm doing all right. How are you? Now I see why the crab option. Excited to travel with the 2-day CE guild this week, but also nervous. Good luck. How about some juicy PvP testing? I don't even know if they're testing PvP. Help, I'm stuck in the Plunderstorm grind. Oh man, I am 404 and trying to think of something encouraging to say. You can do it! There you go. Straight off of a cat poster. Hang in there. It'll be over soon. That's what we got. I'm so sorry. Foreman Grimes wants me to do a few things. He wants me to unblock a steam tunnel. Get lost? Oh, I see. It's not a request, it's a question. Use the tunnel access to plot the steam pipe routes through Gundargas. Not all leaky pipes accessible from outside. Some inside tunnels run all underneath it. They're small for stoneheads, but kobolds love tunnel. Just need someone to show layout. Check with crew boss if he's problem. He helps go over maps. I feel like I've started a new job and they've given me like the intro and I am completely lost even though they've given me plenty of information. Like I just don't know where to go. Let's wander and figure this out. Well, that doesn't look like it's working right. Double plunder really helped me get the final stretch done yesterday. Nice. It's a matter of parroting encouraging sentences. Oh, man. Wait, is there a door up on that balcony? That would work. Can I get in that way? Oh, I found a thing. All right. Crew boss. Tunnel rat crew boss. Hang on a second. Do you look cool? Yes, yes, you do. Kobold and tunnel go together like candle and kobold. Entrance right there. Oh, there's a puzzle. Okay, so, and if you can't do the puzzle, there's an option that's like, let's go over the plans together. This will skip the puzzle, but take a long time. All right, well, we have to, oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. We have to try the puzzle. Oh, snap, it's one of these. Okay. Although, there's like... Okay, maybe I need to engage this from a different angle. Because I can't... Oh. The NPC dialogue is interfering with actually doing the puzzle. Also, I'm like not good at these puzzles, so it was going to take me a little bit of trial and error to get there. Okay, now it's occurring to me that they weren't just wanting a straight line. All right. This would be easier if we could... This would be easier if I could click on it! Can I... Can I leave? I just want to engage it from a different angle. Goodbye. It's a cool puzzle. Well, I'm enjoying it. I just want to... Here, maybe if I abandon the quest. And then pick it up again. I don't see like a... Maybe if I reload. I don't see like an exit vehicle button or anything. Alright, reloading didn't help. Escape just opens your menu. There's no buff to click off. Abandoning the quest didn't help. That seems to just reset it. Well, now I'm not even on the quest, so... I reloaded. I just reloaded. I can't feign death. I'm technically stunned. Grazie fan player housing. This is your home forever. I'm gonna relaunch the game client is what I'm gonna do. Give me a sec. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess stream is a little ahead. Don't know what to do in retail, so I'm farming obscure transmog. That's a good plan. Kitty. How you doing? Give it a sec here. Good place for an in-game bug report. Yeah. I think the Ethereal should give players their own island for player housing. Alright. Alright, that worked. So, all I really want to try here is to pick up the quest again and move my character a little farther from the quest giver, or not the quest giver, the cheat guy. In order before I engage it. So I just want to engage it from over here. Cuz yeah, this seems like it should be much better. I will still write. Anyway. Oh, I win. Try clicking randomly, that always works. Oh, that was just the first one. Alright. Do I need to use all of the pipe? This is going to be a fun and enjoyable thing for people to watch me do. It is good of them to have put in a skip option already. Don't you just love puzzles that somebody else is doing that you can't do? Whenever I'm trying to like move a piece, I break everything else that I've ever done in my entire life in pursuit of moving that piece. And then I like forget what it was that I was trying to do in the first place. Like there was a plan, it's gone. Hey! Woo! If I were a streamer and I had to do something like this in stream, I wouldn't be able to talk or do anything else because brain shuts down, focuses only on puzzle. I'm sure they get harder. All right. Well, at least now I know I don't have to try and use all the pieces. It's you, Mario. Yeah, you're trying to. Oh dear lord. Okay, you're trying to connect the left pipe to the right pipe using the tiles available to you. which is tricky when you just want to plunk them around. But you're in your own way. I mean, that would work too. Oh, there you go. I did it! That was not my plan, but that worked also. Plumbers in chat, is this what it feels like when you go to work? This is alpha of the new expansion. I hate this type of puzzle. I'm fully aware there's probably an easier way to solve them, and I just don't. Yeah. I can do the easy ones, and I can enjoy the easy ones, but as soon as they get into medium difficulty, I am no longer doing good with those. It's not my forte. That's okay. Job good. On to next. All right, we need to patch some leaking pipes somewhere. But I can't imagine that they wouldn't reuse that as some kind of like a world quest or something. Oh, where are the leaky pipes? I am playing the new Allied race. This is I've got an Earthen Hunter going on here. What does he say? Fly near leaks in steam pipes above Gundragas to seal them with kobold-provided glue. Where do we think they got glue from? Earthquake do number in old pipes. Many start leaking, especially ones too tall to reach. Okay. Stoneheads not have approved replacements, but we not have time. Take glue, seal leaks with flappy flying thing made of only best bugs boiled myself. Oh, well, there we go. To answer that question. Oh, I see. I'm going to take Aerial Hull and I'm going to throw it in the ocean. It's just because the default keybind for it is the default keybind I usually use for Skyward Ascent, so every time I try to flap up, I just, like, stop. And it keeps resetting my keybind. Yoshi, thank you very much for the 27-month resub. Miss the Bejeweled style puzzles. Those are really fun. I liked those a lot. Not enough to, like, go actually, like, download Bejeweled, but almost, you know. If I could play Bejeweled and get golden, wow. How ring the deeps. Although they're ringing. You might even call them bonging. Bing bong. See, not need wait, need action. You understand. Pressure's still too high. Something else is wrong. Open the main release valve and deal with whatever happens. And it rewards reputation, gold experience, and placeholder that is called toy. Pipe toy. I wonder if that pipe toy is a way to create those puzzles, kind of like how you can make the string puzzles with a toy. Pressure relieved and then... What do you mean I can't do it right now? Oh, brass knuckle sandwich. Okay. I'm too short. Hang on. Maybe this isn't where we're going. Open the main release valve. Not have time for manuals. That's so weird. What is it trying to get me to do here? So when you're back here, you have like a regular right-click release, pressure release. So you want to click on it, right? But then as soon as you get close, your action bar goes away. You can't do that right now. And you get this brass knuckle sandwich 10-yard range instant cast. Except that even though it's a 10-yard range, you can't actually do anything with it. Like, I wonder if you're supposed to be able to click on this valve before that activates, and then something comes out, and then you hit it with your brass knuckle sandwich. Would make sense to me. Man, this sound don't work so good as the last one. And I'm always a little insecure whenever I say that, because there's a possibility that I'm just stupid and not getting it because, you know, it's stream and morning and coffee, etc. But like, I think that's broken. I think that's bug reporting. You have to get on top of it. Where does it say that? Hang on, let me read it again. Open the main pressure valve. Open the main release valve. Here, let me try that. It does have an indicator up there, I guess. It does work when you're on the top of it. That's not very intuitive. Thank you for the help. I'm still calling that broken. I'm not. Oh, and now my brass knuckle sandwich is gone. It's a bug. That's the only way to get it to work. Okay. What is this called? Critical pressure. Oh, I don't have a pet. Rufus! The valve. Hello, Hazel. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Are the Earth in or the racials in? Kind of. The gem eating thing wasn't working yet, and their on use racial does work, but it does work, but the visuals for it aren't in yet. So you can use Azurite Surge, but it says visuals not yet implemented, so it's probably gonna look a bit different than just like a that when it's done, maybe. All right, we get the placeholder pipe toy. We did, but it's not actually a toy yet, so we can't try it. Okay, well. So we've officially assisted Foreman Grimes, which is good. We can try and help Janky. New home, new candle. Meet him in the Cinder World. Take the Pillarstone elevator to the surface. Janky hears there's giant fire bees in the surface. What if you make a candle from fire bee wax? Janky must know. I have a feeling this is also going to kick me out of the zone, but it's worth a try. I don't think I can kill this thing today, but I'm gonna try again. Maybe it's working better. No, it's not. Never mind. Are you pumped that a BC guy got picked in the NFL draft? Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you have to do this quest to get the thing going. I am now 99% sure that it is going to, I'm 99% sure that it is going to kick me out when I actually get the elevator working, because it did that like yesterday or 2 days ago. Just somebody from my province. I live in British Columbia, the Canadian version of a state. Hazel Nutty is known for her love of sport. Does Ringing Deeps feel too much like Waking Shores to you? I guess I see what you mean. You've got a lot of like this sort of green undergrowth and like big stone pillars. I don't know, it's drippier in here. I don't think so. Pumped, got the 1.0.1. 10 bones. I'm pumped, I got the 1.0.1. I'm excited for you. And deeply confused. Ooh, what's that? Disturbed Earth. You want to know what I found out just now? There's a Twitch channel that plays ALF all day. We're just saying all kinds. Oh, I did do this quest. We're just saying all kinds of words I don't know now. Where is the big sun crystal in the sky? I want to say not in this zone. I think that's in like the Arathi zone. That might be in Hallowfall. I think maybe we test that one next week. Lightstones feel scarce this season. The classic NBC sitcom with a fuzzy alien moving in with the Tanners. Have you been replaced with an AI? Are you excited about Miss Eterna Scythe coming back? Actually, a little bit. A tiny little bit. Yeah, it was actually a neat dungeon. It was super popular in the 80s. Oh, okay. I see. He's back in Pog form. Acronyms about. Yes, it was before I was born. Just because I didn't know what was it yesterday? What's the kicks? No. What's the twitchy lips? No. What was it that I didn't know yesterday that we thought was a British thing, but then it wasn't a British thing? It was just a not me thing. Having a hard time. Tricks, thank you. That's what's trick or treat. Streamer 404, please reboot. Yeah. Impresses me at how good you were in avoiding pop culture as a child. Well, first of all, I wasn't a child in the 80s. Second of all, that's it. That's all my evolves. We had, it's just different, you know, depending on where you live and what kind of upbringing you have, you might end up with different pop culture. Like, we had a big chest of VHSs, and they had most of the Disney Renaissance era movies. So I know most of the words to those. We didn't have like when I was little, I don't know if we had, like cable TV or anything. It was kind of like a watch your VHS kind of situation. Beige alien puppet thing. Makes sense. Canada also has not completely different broadcasting, and I'm sure someone somewhere here has seen this bizarre tan puppet thing. But there are Canadian broadcasting rules that dictate that a certain percentage of content... Yeah, they're not going to let me up here. A certain percentage of content on Canadian airwaves, radio and TV and whatnot, has to be Canadian origin, which means that you end up with like a slightly different spread of stuff. YTV was great. That does ring a little bit of a bell. What was on it? Lots of Rush. Any particular eatery you miss from your time in the US? No, they're all gone. Every restaurant that I ever liked went out of business after I left. Sometimes before I left. There was a vegan place I used to like, and they're gone. There was a breakfast place I used to like, and they're gone, and that's it. The only thing left is Panera, and they took my favorite sandwich off the menu. They replaced it with a grilled mac and cheese. I'm still upset about it. Bubble Tea Place out in Cedar Hills is still out there. Yeah. Yeah. Are You Afraid of the Dark was on YTV. Meant youth television, cartoons, family things. Did you watch it growing up? Let me look up like popular shows on it, because like I feel like I have seen stuff, but like I couldn't put a name to any of it right now. What was on YTV in... I guess it's still on. It launched 35 years ago in Canada in the 2000s, let's say, because in the 90s I was like young. List of programs broadcast by YTV. Current programming. So they acquired some stuff. Oh, well, this is now. That's not going to help me at all. Yeah, I don't know. No, I didn't. I never watched Degrassi. I never watched Dragon Ball. Show character pain for this fantastical dwarf, please. There you go. Due South, no. Grilled mac and cheese. I would have been more game for the idea of a grilled mac and cheese if they hadn't replaced the only sandwich that I ever got. What did you watch? I I definitely watched some of Kim Possible in the morning before school. I definitely, like, we would watch, like, grown-up, well, not grown-up TV. We would watch, like, reality TV with our parents in the evening. Like, I saw a lot of, and in, like, crime procedurals. So I saw a lot of Law & Order. I saw a lot of CSI. I saw a lot of The Amazing Race, which seemed like it was about to turn into Law & Order and CSI because those people were not happy with each other. Survivor, American Idol, Canadian Idol. I don't know that I loved any of it. I just liked watching TV. Weekenders, no. David Cronenberg, never heard of that. Never saw SpongeBob. I'm not trying to, like, be too cool for any of this. I'm sure all of it's great. And, like, I had a lovely childhood for, you know, by and large. I don't think I was, like, particularly deprived or anything. I just missed a lot of those cultural touchstones. Would you have watched Twitch if it was around? I'm sure my parents would not have allowed me to watch Twitch if it was around. They would have gotten a good look at, like, one of the big streamers and watch somebody popular do something stupid and then been like, nope, you don't need this. And they would have been correct. Twitch is just a little too Wild West. Yeah, reality competition TV, not like reality TV. We weren't watching The Simple Life. Where am I? Oh, I'm not doing this again. I can't do this again. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Alright, fine. I'll get kicked out of this one more time. Is the forest underground? This is just kind of, Yes, this is a forest underground. Before Simon Cowell melted his face, I would watch American Idol. Is Simon Cowell's plastic surgery the main deterrent against watching it nowadays? Whoa! Listen, we're just practicing this so we can speed run this quest when it comes out. 100% it gives me nightmares. Simon Cowell used to give me nightmares just because he was mean. Whoa. Although I'm pretty sure was like one of the main drawing points for the show is people liked watching him be mean. Okay, and then this is going to kick me out, and then I need to know better than to talk to Granny Scribbles because she gets me into trouble. Is Red Green Show a fond memory? No. Love your YouTube vids. Oh, thanks.
Peace, friend. Walk with me.
I vaguely remember watching Uh-Oh, I think. Was that a show where they would dump slime on children? There was like a big slime shower? Or am I thinking of something else? Yes. Yeah, I would watch it at my Nana's house. I don't remember it being good. Okay. Let's not try and do the story thing. So this is the brass knuckles? No, this is flyers handed out. We've done this quest already, but that's okay. Crispy, it's so bad. Oh, never watched it, but I know what you're talking about. We're to see like 30 people doing the hunts again. What else did we actually have on? Like, I remember the cartoons that, like, younger kids would watch. Like, I would go over to visit a friend who was babysitting, and the kids she was babysitting would be, like, watching Dragon Tales or Caillou. And I don't even think the children liked Caillou. I think everybody hated Caillou. Oh, I don't care what that kid's problem was. There's no way to act. Cool to see people out doing stuff in the world again. Alright, so I can't do the wickless candle. I can't do that one. I can't do the brass knuckles. We can't do the ringing death. We're just like accruing a graveyard of quests that we cannot finish. Caillou's very popular here. Are you too old to have watched the Teletubbies? The younger kids that we would look after would watch the Teletubbies, and I also found them to be insufferable because I was just the right age to find them insufferable. And also because Tinky Winky needed to get it together. Maybe we can head down here. I haven't said anything about World Quests. I wonder if they're wholesale replaced by Delves and Delve Quests. Bear in the Big Blue House. I don't know. I remember a little bit of Blue's Clues. That happened at some point. My favorite show, actually, when I was a little kid, was The Big Comfy Couch with Luna and Molly, a clown and her dolly. That was the stuff. If I'm ranking them, that's number one. Just gonna mention Bear in the Big Blue House. I would do the clock stretches like incessantly. Even though they surpassed the limits of my childhood flexibility, I would do them anyway.
Keep fighting, champion.
Kill some encroaching wildlife. Zaboomafoo, that one I remember. That was good. That had animals in it. It was kind of chaotic, but that was good. Have you seen the fake Canadian show that Robin Sparkles made in How I Met Your Mother? I must have done, but not more than once and like a long time ago. I don't really remember. Brave the Cowardly Dog. If not, you should look it up. Should be right up your alley. No, I don't know about that. There was Clifford the Big Red Dog. I've lost pets. Where's Rufus over here? Once upon a hamster. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Huh. I wonder if nowadays kids still like can bond with their peers over like what kind of shows that they watch, or if it's so niche that you'd have to like get kind of lucky to find another peer that watches the same like internet thing that you've decided that you like as a child. Because that was like to some extent a thing when I was young, but there was also still things that like everybody would watch that people would kind of bond over. Because I know entertainment has very much become, it's splintered basically. Like it's less cohesive. There's more of like a lot of different niche things, and there's less of like a unified mainstream.
Keep your eyes open. I need.
They all pretty much like the same thing still. Oh. Few shows that are massively popular, Paw Patrol being one. Minecraft Let's Play is pretty universal. Interesting. Watched a lot of show reruns. Malcolm in the Middle, Married with Kids. We would watch sitcom reruns. We would watch like Friends and Frasier and Seinfeld and Home Improvement and Everybody Does Not Love Raymond, that kind of thing. Investigate ability to find clues. You betcha. If they don't watch Hazel, they would not be my real friends anyway. Aww. I would have some mild concerns about any actual children that watched this show as a primary source of like exciting entertainment. Not that I think there's anything like dangerous or wrong about the show, and I don't think we're too inappropriate here. I feel like this is very I feel like we're kind of like 30s coded here. Generally, you know, middle adulthood, and that it's just you know, maybe if if this was the first choice for a kid's place to hang out all day, maybe somebody in their life has made them grow up too fast. Bit like how some toys become massively popular for a season. Nobody really knows why. Maybe they do, but I don't. Grew up on Ninja Turtles and Batman because I had all brothers. Making girl choice friends was always interesting for me. You don't think children want to hear about the struggles of buying a house and sorting out their taxes? Yeah. I've decided that it's not that my problem is primarily bookkeeping. And I'm redefining it as that to myself because I've developed like a phobia of taxes. Not that I don't pay them, but just that dealing with them really emotionally upsets me. So I'm reframing this as I am learning about the exciting world of bookkeeping and how to optimize it for myself. And that's not scary. It's a beautiful new journey I'm going on. Totally different. Yeah, children love bookkeeping. Nothing better than a good account receivable. There we go. Expect some clues. Muffled growling. There are things going on.
Sounded like another deep flare. Let's move on.
My wife and I agreed once millennials start going into retirement communities, LAN parties are coming back. I remember in high school joking with my friends about how if we were all in a retirement home, we would want to be having WoW raid nights with each other at that time. And I feel like we thought that was a little silly because we thought, well, you know, it's 2010. World of Warcraft is surely almost over. But you never know. Double entry accounting is considered the weed out course for business majors. You either get it or you pay someone else to do it. Yeah. Every time it's mentioned that your viewers are generally in their 30s, I feel like that one kid that was allowed to sit at the adult table at the barbecue. I mean, the kids' table was just always so chaotic. The other reason I'm glad I work retail. Yeah. I think it's just different phases of life bringing different challenges. And my life has got a tiny bit of a quirk in that I am technically a small business owner and some of my income is international. That's the thing that makes it spooky and like thorny is just the fact that it's not just like a, hey, here's the form with how much you earned. Plug this into TurboTax. You know, I can do that. It's just that my situation has become more complicated and I just have to do some education to keep up with it so I don't do anything bad or worse than I've already done. You can fix things, but it gets expensive. I am busted the demographics. I belong to a 55 and older World of Warcraft social media group, and sometimes people ding 80 plus in RL. That's incredible. That's amazing. An above average height small business. Oh, man. Sometimes I look at real estate and I'm like, oh, this is a really cute place. And then I'm like, oh no, this is a 55 and older community. I'm not allowed to live here yet. I bet they'd take you. Me? Maybe. Put on a real dusty wig. My enormous, almost 1-year-old dog. I don't know about that. Few spots for younger people? I don't know. I don't know if they would be down for the joy that is Mr. Moosey Nutty Games. Is Maxie still calling us champions? I think so, but in the in-text thing he used my name. I think champion's just kind of like the generic term for one of us. Small business owner would have died without my accountant helping me out. And maybe I need to find like a different accounting service to assist me. But I like literally have one and they were like, listen, can you do a better job before you give this stuff to us because we're busy and we can't do it. Like they can, but like they don't have time for it. And I think that's anyways, like I can still do it through them, but I need to do the lifting on my end and it's just kind of bizarre because I kind of thought that I was paying them like not a small amount of money so that this problem could be helped by professionals. And I think it's just I don't know what happened, but I'm not happy about it. Yeah. So maybe I'll find somebody else one day, or maybe this is a silver lining and I'll just get really good at it and I'll be able to keep my own stuff organized enough that I have more flexibility with who I choose to do it with because they don't have to do the bookkeeping, they just have to do the filing. Um, Asking around wouldn't hurt. Oh no, it absolutely would. I have horrific crippling anxiety around that kind of thing. It took me like 5 breakdowns and 6 weeks to send an email to these people when I first got in touch with them. This is just a thorny thing for me. The good news is that other things in life come more easily to me, and sometimes going through a difficult thing like this, even if it's over something that other people think is silly, still kind of like raises your threshold for like dealing with stuff, and it makes other things easier by comparison. I don't want to fight the big one. I want to fight these little ones. There we go. I'm just gathering information, not looking for someone to do something for me. Can confirm. Brain stupid. Look for a firm that specializes in finances for people on the spectrum. Not saying you are. Maybe, but there's only so many firms that even deal with the international thing. And they were all like really full was the thing. I was having a really hard time finding someone that would even take me. And then I found somebody that would take me, but apparently is like kind of busy. And it's like, you know, it's tax season, right? Like, so there's going to be more time in May because the general deadline is April, but the small business self-employed deadline is June. So there is a gap there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm going to take some time and look at it today. Everything will turn out for the best. I want to find a second slate. Oh, Magni, are you like killing people for me? I'm like, how did I just kill another one of this garden? I didn't do anything. My hunter pets are right here. Over there. You'll feel so good once it's done. I don't know. People keep telling me that, but I went through this whole thing last year. and when it was over, I was just like gassed. Like I just felt emotionally injured. That's a big problem that I struggle with, is that a lot of times I'm like, man, if I can just do this hard thing, I'll feel so relieved when it's over, and then it's over and I feel nothing but just like rattled. I don't usually get a lot of satisfaction from having done things, which is one of the reasons it's so hard to do things. Hazel, how's Alpha treating it? It's good. It's good. I like this zone a lot. I'm looking forward to a future where it functions a little bit nicer. There's a few things that are broken still, but that's what Alpha's for. There is a summonable item for the Warband Bank that you can get. I don't believe I have it available to test. Toy box, Warband Bank. Yeah, the Warband Bank Distance Inhibitor is a toy that you can get for your account that lets you summon your Warbank. Significant changes to professions. They're building on the same framework that they had in Dragonflight, so it's not like a reinvention. They're trashing inspiration and they're doing something called ingenuity instead, which is a little bit less RNG based, a little bit more like sort of spending a renewable resource kind of thing. Do you feel like the Earth is physically bigger like they said? Technically, yes, but not nearly as much bigger as I thought they were going to be. When they said that they were bigger than normal dwarves, in my mind, they were like a lot bigger, and they're like marginally bigger. You're still a dwarf. You're not, you haven't really jumped up a place in the height rankings or anything. Yeah, that is true that they're adding NPC work orders, but it seems like it's mainly it's not really for like profit, it's just for being able to like kind of do work order quests and engage with the system a little bit, even if you can't get any work orders. I haven't seen that testing yet. I think professions are still a bit under construction. Do the need to swim through puddles like gnomes? I don't think so. Not that I've seen yet. I guess I could just wait for my health to come back. I don't know if I have any food here. Dagran has it, he's not yapping. It means something to do with you haven't finished this quest yet. Like there's a this NPC is waiting for you to turn something into them. Is my guess. There we go. Cursed pickaxe. This is definitely a good thing to pick up, right? I looted it, and the cursed pickaxe gave me a light feather, which is tagged as a classic crafting region. And I'm confused. We gnomes can use our rafts in some dungeons. It was Darkheart Thicket that used to give me problems. I would start swimming through the puddles before the dragon boss, which slows you down. So I would fall behind in that dungeon. It's kind of brutal. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great morning so far. Thanks, anyone. Happy Sunday to you too. Alright, there's another one. There's a fourth slate. Did the bug fix the black morass for gnomes swimming? Everyone else just waited. Oh, man. Oh, speaking of dungeons, I didn't tell you guys what I did yesterday. I did some more keys on my Holy Priest on retail. And guess what I timed? Well, we. Collectively with my group of very talented friends. As part of a team, not just me. Guess what we timed? No, not a 10. Bring your guesses down a little bit. Plus 10. 9. A little bit more. We timed a plus 8 ruin my life pools. Didn't even wipe. Not even a problem. We also timed a plus 7 Naku defensive, which was honestly a little harder than the RLP. And I was very proud of all of us because I was very nervous going in there because we are not like caught up in gear to be able to really be comfy in there, but we made it work anyway. Time to 9 RLP with like 30 seconds left. I hate that place so much. Anyone get the shell? There were 2 shells dropped. 2 shells dropped in that 8. I don't know if either of the people that got them actually need them, but it's not like my thing either, so.
From beyond the stone.
About to guess a 17 bracket time. No, we had to quit. Later on, we did a second group. I did like a bunch of dungeons and then some other stuff, and then I took a nap, and then I got up, walked the dog, and then did more dungeons. And the sleep was important because it made me feel like the first batch of dungeons were the previous day, because otherwise it would have been way too many dungeons for one day. But anyways, in the second batch of dungeons we tried to do a Brackenhide, I don't know, 7 or 8 or something like that, and it was just, we didn't have enough stamina. People were just getting popped by the first boss, like pretty much insta. We would have needed like a perfect flawless kick rotation on the earth bolts during the gash to even have a chance at it. So we decided to knock that down and build up a different key. We haven't been doing achievements. Last boss of Vaults is, I think, the roughest last boss now. Really? Last boss, like Azure Vault with the Umbral Skull? That one was tough. We did do that on like a 5 or a 6, I think. Foreman confronted.
Look, I'm not dead yet.
Wait, what?
For Azeroth. Always more work to be done.
So I'm enjoying his voice lines.
May some healing be spent on me. Speak up. Off with you.
Off with you. I guess I'm going up. How get up? That's literally the NPC I need to go talk to. I can't, like, climb these things, can I? No? Why is he not blue anymore? I don't know. Reasons. Oh, I found a ramp! You happy with the new mythicness difficulties then? Yeah, I think so. I think that any place where I'm finding the dungeons to be too hard, it's because I'm trying to do too much with not enough gear. Like, I'm wearing 2-piece tier. I have old trinkets. I have old embellishes. I haven't crafted anything new. I haven't even done my weekly. I probably should. Or I could just get it as a craft up spark next week. I don't know. But, yeah, like, it'll get easier next week.
How many times?
Because I'll get at least 4
have I been
pieces
too
with the new
late?
catalyst charge.
I'll press on.
Give me something to figure out.
Inspect the gem left. Oh, now you want me to go back downstairs. Okay. Oh, yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, getting a second bullion next week and then I think I'm going for Ominous Chromatic Essence first. Will help, like, substantially. That'll be a huge power boost. Hi. Hello, Legnaros. How are you doing today? Getting my beacon in the beyond back. Nice. One of our tanks was talking about that. He was like, on one hand, I should do the responsible thing and get something that, like, makes me tankier. But on the other hand, beacon. Which I totally get. I'm being super selfish with my gearing choices. I figure we're gonna be done all this in like half an hour anyway, so I'm just gonna get whatever I want and make it work. You only need to be tanky enough to live. That's what I'm saying. You know, if we already, like, we lived through heroic Razagath, so, like, it's fine. Everything's fine. Got the beacon from the Time Walking Raid Weekly. Oh, nice. Lucky day for Mouse. Got the one from Nalok and the Antaurus Charhound. Congratulations. Guild's all about the Grief Torch. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the prevalent returning trinkets are going to be once everybody kind of starts getting their items. Because during the era of Grief Torch, we definitely had a lot of Grief Torch gamers. But I'm not... I don't know if that's, like, now that it's, like, competing with other patches worth of biz trinkets and stuff. I don't know. The beacon is the Beacon from Beyond trinket. It has an on-use effect that just does a bonko amount of damage to a thing on, like, a 2 or a 3 minute cooldown or something like that. So you can just kind of pop stuff. It's really useful if you're, like, wiping on a boss and it's at, like, 1% health and the last person up has beacon. Sometimes they can just, like, snap it. It's good. Good stuff. Grief Torch all the way. Beacon, Bath and Beyond. Great for snap aggro as a tank. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I had a beacon on my Evoker. I had a beacon on my Evoker last season. I was using it for just, like, world questing and stuff because you'd roll on up to a quest boss and then be like, goodbye. Snap. There, 10:23. I am going to take a little bit of a break here and go check on my puppy, etc., etc. I will be back shortly. The screen just has a big old mole rat butt on. Okay, water. Conundrum next week, buy the torch, or hope it drops and win the roll. Oh, yeah. Did my dungeon keep up? Sure didn't. Been in there for an hour and 9. I don't know if that one's gonna... What else do we got going on here? Oh, yeah. We're still progressing the main story. That's good. There's still a chance that we make it to a point where they're like, hey, can you do this delve for us? Could happen. So it's not grainy scribbles. What are you guys getting with your first bullions? I know legendary holders are going to want to do that. Most likely. Nimue staff? Need a legendary first? Someone asked me, and I didn't know. I saw someone ask if the bad luck protection carries over into Awakened. I'm assuming it does, but I have no way of verifying that. Bis weapon, yeah. I think I'm doing a trinket. I've been getting a lot of, this is very spoiled to me, but I've been getting like a lot of weapon drops, and all of these Sophic Devotion enchants are kind of getting expensive. I got a normal staff with kind of iffy stats, but it was like a big item level upgrade, so I put that on, bought an enchant. And then I got a heroic staff with different iffy stats from like a key. Bought an enchant, put that on. And then I just got a champion grade main hand, which you wouldn't think would be relevant here because I have a hero track staff, except that it's got much better stats. And I could like upgrade it to catch up an item level. But I don't have an offhand, and I don't want to buy another enchant. They're like 5k each right now. Poor you. I know, right? Oh, we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I think I'm going to catalyze my 4-piece before I even set foot in raid next week. I think I want to have it for raid re-clear. Because if I only theoretically have like 2 more weeks of raid, I guess I don't know if we're going to keep farming raid or not. Because if the guild keeps farming, I'll be there for at least 1 night a week. What is this? We're fighting the High Speaker's followers in the Earthenworks. Is that all we're doing? Yeah. Are we confronting somebody? No, that's just janky. Should have bought him before the season. Yeah, I have enchanting, and I've been putting points into making Sophics, but like, it's still not profitable. It's still not better than me just like buying one. Because I have enchanting alchemy. I dropped, I forget what I dropped. Might have been herb. Might have been engineering, actually. I think my gnome had engineering for Shadowlands for porting around. Completed AOTC this week. Pretty much have 4 set as long as you get 1 tier piece this week. Pretty fast gearing. Yeah. I got my AOTC piece already, so I'm sitting on 3 pieces right now, and I've got a 4th I can catalyze. Making so much gold. Nice. I really should be... I guess let's not say should. There's a world in which I could put some time into alchemy right now to see if I could make like 1 last season's worth of alchemy gold, because that's all like set up. That would probably do fine. I just don't have it in me right now. I'm just gonna not make any more gold. It'll be fine. I have like 500 mil. Maybe 600k if I total up all the gold that's like on all my other alts. Maybe that would get me like 650 actually, because I think I've got like 530 and then my gnome has like 50. And there's, you know, I've got gold from like just running freehold and vendoring the freehold stuff on a bunch of characters. I'd have 4 piece if we had 3 catalyst charges. Stream looks okay right now. I'm sorry, Ryok. I hope you come back. I wonder if I'm gonna do any alts in War Within, like, every season. I kind of want to keep a hunter geared, but like, for what? What am I trying to do? Who am I trying to impress? Are you gonna spend all that gold on before War Within? I mean, there's a world where I do WoW tokens just to have BNet balance for when they add shop stuff. There's also a world where I just like save the gold to get Warbank tabs. And I just sink it into that. Oh, a lava forged cogwheel. Yeah, it's trinkets. Oh, it's an upgrade, but it requires level 74, which I am not. Yeah, I'm level 73. I'm 2% into the level. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe every time I like get kicked out of the zone, port back in, it like resets my experience or something. Morning, Hazel. Morning, Jans. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday. You in for are you setting up for a chill gaming day? He's rare over there. We should go kill him and see if he drops anything cool. Oh, he's one of the tall things! I'm glad that there's more of these. I really like these Nazera-like caverns, and I'm glad that they're not over. Go get him. Pretty good. Gonna pack for the move. Play WoW. Also got pizza for lunch. Nice. Pink Flick, thank you very much for the 41-month resub. Hooray, Hazel Sunday. Thanks for being here. Hooray. Up since 6 a.m. Eastern. Your good morning just confused the heck out of me. Good thing the mud skipper could just run into lava. I should probably like go stand over on your rock, huh? What do you mean I don't have a pet? Sure I do. What do you mean I don't have an interrupt on my bar? Oops. This thing is gonna be the death of me. Genuinely. And a little bit of a heal. Still didn't get my kick on my bar. Counter shot. That's the one. Am I dead yet? Nope, not quite. There we go. We did it! Against quite a few odds. I don't think I have everything that I want on my bars. Oh yeah, intimidation. I could have stunned it. Anyway. I don't think I dropped anything. I don't think a lot of this loot's in yet. Never once doubted you. I don't know. I kind of thought when I was just like hanging out in my spell book while being feared into the lava. I keep thinking that she has a pumpkin on her head. That's her hair. She has like a big braid cinnamon bun. Maybe I'm hungry. I don't think so. Holiday for a lot of you people on Wednesday? Good time for the cat pre-patch. Nice. Oh man. Done 5 to 8s in every key. Wish I had tier. Feels bad sitting on gear that's 10 to 25 item level upgrades. Can't equip them. You mean you don't want to just pull a YOLO like me and just like take the hit just to get it off of your desk? Out of your bags? I'm so impatient when it comes to that thing. Just throw the old gear in the ocean. I don't want to see it anymore. Be gone! Did that on my druid. Had 2 seasons old tier. If I break 4 piece, I'll lose like 5% damage. How much would you get from the extra main stat, though? That's the thing. I mean, maybe it's not 5%. I'm sure you can sim this out. And you already have. I just, I thought that going down from 4 piece to 2 piece would be like a real big problem for me. But I think that at least for my class, I feel like it's kind of been made up for by the extra item level. Because my healing's been fine for what we've been doing. It's been good. Enough, anyway. It's kind of nice having a self-heal on an Empower with like a damage component. I like Azurite Surge. Can't even do 2 and 2. Yeah. Yeah, I have the same problem where my set bonus is the Season 3 one. Well, I hope you get your stuff sorted real quick next week. It'll be good. You'll be cruising through 10 keys. I actually have been really enjoying doing keys without having to worry about the second affix. It's been like just storming because we were doing kind of like 5s and 6s and stuff, and it was pretty chill not having to worry about 2 affixes. I felt like the dungeon itself was providing enough challenge. Hello, friends. Hello, Scarlet. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. Nice weekend. So that's where the other dungeon is. And yourself? Not too bad. Not too shabby. Get force it next week. A few keys will give me KSM. Second catalyst charge. You know, I've said I'm getting a new PC. Yeah, I thought it was coming up soon. When I play my Hunter, get in big gear. Current PC started working out of thin air. Backup PC? I never trusted it whenever that used to happen to me. You just keep rotating them. Dances with Cats, thank you for the 9-month resub. Hi Hazel, how have you been? Hello. I've been doing well. How are you? I was just thinking about your guild recently. One of my friends was talking to one of the registered trademark people about like something unrelated, but I was like, oh yeah, that was Dance's guild. Should be here maybe 6 days. Nice.
Well, go on.
Well, you got something to bridge the gap now. There you go. 2-year-old's got phone. Oh, there's some good emotes. Hi, Moira. Are you doing stuff right now?
Well, I'm listening.
We're going. I like Moira because in Hearthstone Battlegrounds, she's a tier 7 card. She makes your battle cries and your death rattles trigger an extra time, which is like nutty. Managed to find a new WoW UI? Ah, cool. Isn't my old trashy one. Haven't been on WoW in a long time. Most days. Working when you're streaming. That's fair. Lockrocker, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it very much. We are having a nice time poking around War Within Alpha. Finding all the rough edges and stuff. Manifesting you get your Season 4 goals done before Mop Remix. Thank you. I think that we're in good shape. This week would have been the hardest week because we were doing it in old gear. And I've got 2 more weeks, which means that there's going to be 1 more Tyrannical week before Mop Remix to like finish out any extra Tyrannical score I need. But I'm pretty sure my Mythic Plus score is already good enough that if I just do like 6s in each key next week, I'll probably be chilling because we did like a 7 and an 8 and stuff. I think there's probably some wiggle room. And then there's like another Tyrannical week. I think we'll be in good shape. And it should all play a lot easier once I get a little bit more gear at the beginning of next week. Tell me the pitch. Why would I want to play War Within? If you had a desire to play WoW and you were like, man, if only this game was more alt friendly and made more things account wide, then this is the expansion for you. It includes features like a bank that is shared across all of your characters, reputations that are shared across all of your characters, and more things shared across all of your characters. The true Altaholics expansion. Plus, you know, dungeons and raids and the usual. This was the best in-game cutscene I ever saw. But yeah, I think it's a WoW expansion. It looks like a good WoW expansion, but it is still WoW. So if you're at a point in your life where you don't really need or want or have room for WoW, it's not going to really change that. Show the Mud Skipper. That'll convince everyone. You want to know what I did like 20 minutes of yesterday that I was pretty excited to have even picked up? Is I picked up my cross-stitch project again. I only did 20 minutes of work on it, but that's more than I have done lately, and it was kind of nice. Although my puppy did want to eat all the thread. I had to tell him that he wasn't allowed to eat all the thread, and then he, like, pouted for a while. He's old enough to, like, get over it reasonably quickly, but he's still at an age where he's like, man, I wanted to eat all that. Organized all my knitting stuff yesterday. Spring clean, almost done. Nice. Yeah, these are the hunter pets that I'm using right now, like new hunter pet models. Dances is a warlock, but we've got mole rats, we've got mud skippers, truly the the best thing that's ever happened. Does he beg while you're cooking in the kitchen? He will lay by my feet sometimes, and then I tell him to go to his bed that's like outside because I trip on him. It's kind of a hazard, but he wants to kind of like just be where you are. He doesn't beg for you to give him stuff, but he will wait to see if you drop any crumbs. Like if you drop something, that's like fair game.
The Alliance has need
but
of
we
our
don't.
sorcery, as well as our
I guess it depends on if it's something he knows he can have. Because like if I'm like slicing up a banana, I'll usually like slice him a couple pieces, and then I'll ask him to like go to his spot and do a thing, and then I'll be like, here you go, and he's like, thank you. I'm gonna give her a second to finish
You may
thinking
take
about whatever it
him.
is she wants. Skippy's pretty cool. He's a fan of Red and Stimpy. Making himself available. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's at an age where he's kind of like figuring out where the boundaries are between what he is and is not allowed to do. So he'll be like, okay, I'm not allowed to take food out of your bowl or plate. Or even if it's on the table, like the coffee table, I'm not allowed to eat off your plate. And if you're eating, I'm not allowed to take it out of your mouth. But like, what if I just put my chin on your shoulder while you're eating? Because I sit on the floor when I eat. What if he just puts his chin like right here and then he smells things while you're eating them? He's like, can I do that? And then you're like, back up a little bit. And he's like, okay, how about here? He's just like hammering out where all of the boundaries are, and it's pretty funny. My cat follows none of those rules. Moose is pretty good. Eating on the floor where the dog is asking for it. I'm pretty impressed that he has as much self-control as he has when he's very food motivated, and I eat all my meals on the floor at the coffee table. Or not all my meals, but like most of them. Or like on the couch where he could very much reach the food if he wanted to. Calvin firmly believes that he has never been fed in his entire existence. Do we have another dungeon that's called Halls of the... No, we don't. Okay. That's a little word for a second. I've had enough halls. Different halls. This is Hall of Awakening, but apparently it's not a War Within dungeon. Do you guys want me to like kill this guy? No one's like asking me to, but like, I don't know. He looks mad. We got the Halls of Ascension at home. Tomorrow, I should find out how much Moose actually weighs now, because we're gonna drop by the vet and get his weight updated. Oh, I don't like the looks of this. So if you ask me on Wednesday, I should know. My guess is like 80 pounds. Because he's not like enormous, but he is large. And he's very dense. Like, you know how some dogs are hollow like birds? Moose is not hollow like a bird. Moose is kind of solid muscle. And it is not light. He's kind of long. He's a bit tall when he like sits up, all proud good boy. I think he's at least 4 grams. Yeah. His tail's pretty long. Got a lot of thwap and power. You know what I miss is the Holy Priest legendary power where you casted Flash Heal, and then I had to get 5 stacks of it, and then if my stacks were gonna fall off, my weak aura went meow. And it was less distressed than that, but maybe I would have let it drop off less if the weak aura sound had been that and not just the meow. Like our neighbor pup, Longtail. I guess I should be... Oh, you know what I'm trying to do? You're not supposed to be bombing the door. I was just trying to get out of here. Apparently I'm supposed to be turning these things off. Whoops. Don't mind me. Same weight as my doggy, 35.9, as big as Moose. They give us his weight in kg at the vet. I don't know. I just don't know what it means. I have to turn it into pounds first. Owie. But he's also probably gonna... He's like basically his adult frame size, but he's gonna continue to fill out for a while, supposedly. What is 35.9 kg? In pounds, 70, yeah, 79. Yeah, I bet you that's right around where he is, but I'll find out. Not too old to start using the metric system. It's just a quirk of where I'm from. We do some things in metric and some things in imperial. It's just it's not just me. It's like everybody I know here. 1 kg is the same weight as a liter of milk. So 39 kg is almost 40 liters of milk. I'm just imagining like 10 of those like big jugs. The 4-liter jugs.
Get those doors open, lad. And fast.
For a second, I'm like, who you calling lad? And then I'm like, oh yeah, me. I forgot I made a male earthen. Making the transition to actually owning 2 monitors. Nice. You have big plans for what's going on each one. What is this thing you were doing 5 stages? Some kind of a quest. Some kind of like a zone quest. WoW on one, streams and stuff on the other. Yeah, that's what I have. Is my left monitor is gaming, and my right monitor is like the reference monitor, so it'll have other stuff on it. Right now, I have stream preview, chat, and then activity feed, which is subs and stuff. I can see Scarlet had a 5-stream streak 11 minutes ago. Lots of WoW head tabs open. I made oven fries by like just chopping up a potato or a couple of potatoes into fry shape, tossing them in like some olive oil and spices, and then just like roasting them in there as like part of dinner last night. And it was like pretty good, but I forgot how long it takes for them to actually get crispy when you're just doing it in like a regular oven. I hadn't done it in a long time, and I was like, well, you know, this fish is going to cook for like 24 minutes. I had like a frozen thing. That'll be enough time for potatoes, right? No, not really. They needed like another 10. I was a little bit late for keys. What can you see about us? What can I see about you? Like in the activity feed? My activity feed is just like my subs, and I see subs, I see stream streaks, I see bits. Raids go there. I know that in chat, I have the power to see chat history. I just don't know how to do it. I've always been very inexperienced with using like Twitch chat mod tools and stuff. I know it's possible for me to see like a history of every message someone sent. I just don't know how to do it. Are you seeing all my DMs? It's me, the streamer. I'm in your internet history. I know what you've been shopping for. Don't be ashamed. Speaking of, 30 stream watch streak. Holy smokes. Know how long I've subbed for. I can mouse over your badge, and it says you're a 37-month subscriber. Yay, Cracker! Thank you for the 42-month resub. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't use DMs on Twitch. Or really anywhere else. DMs on most platforms for me are either turned off, or if they're not turned off, they are a graveyard that I never look at. Going into a Pug Plus Tooth, may get messy, wish me luck. Oh, you got this. You're about to carry all them. Half in the microwave first, crisp in the oven air fryer. Yeah, I don't have a microwave and I don't have an air fryer. I could have like parboiled them or something, but like it was they did do good. I just needed to leave them in there another 10 minutes. I have tried both the BM Hunter Hero Talent treats. What are we looking for here? What's going on?
I read about this.
There's like a
Another
bunch of important
puzzle to
dwarves in
solve?
here. I know they're important because I recognize their names. Was there ever any consensus on how much a file of perception improves your drops? I don't think so. At least not for me. You are my favorite content creator. Oh, you guys are like genuinely the best. Every time I've ever thought about quitting, I have, you know, like some old fan letters or, you know, nice comments, or people say things like that, and I'm like, aw. No, okay, 2 more years.
I'll be damned.
Fan
if I
letters.
let British
Yeah,
people
back in the
come
day
into
when I had a PO
monsters.
box, I got a couple of handwritten letters from fans,
I've seen rooms
and
like this
I've
before.
I've got them
There's
somewhere.
plenty
They're very
machinery
sweet.
in here.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with people randomly messaging you. There's a lot of scamming going on. I'm not saying everything's a scam, but if anyone starts telling you that, you know, they need rent money or they've got this great crypto platform that you can totally start investing your money in, let's not do that. No more of this nonsense canceling my PO box. I just decided not to get a new one when I moved was the main thing. I shut it down when I left the country, and I chose not to set up another one was the thing. It also kind of overlapped with a general switch to, I wouldn't say minimalism, but I'm trying not to hold on to things that I haven't like basically picked out for room in my life, and getting gift giving is a bit of a problem there, because it just feels awful to like keep trying to like rehome things that people have given you that you don't actually like need or have room for. So it felt nicer to just kind of not accept them in the first place. I do still have some of the stuff though. That once upon a time somebody gave me a hot pink box cutter, and that to this day is still how I open packages. Very much an anti-pack rat. If I haven't used it in 6 months, it's going to Goodwill. Yeah, I will do the same thing. Not like religiously, but every now and then I'll just snap and I'll be like, okay, I'm taking everything out of these cupboards, and about a third of it is going back in, and the rest of it is finding a new place to live in the world, which is not with me. And I always feel a million times better after I do that. I need to do my kitchen cupboards. Because I can tell whenever I don't like working in an area in my home that usually I just need to like, you know, clean it up a little bit, because nobody likes digging through stuff that you don't use to try to get to the stuff that you're actually looking for. Confront high speaker. Oh, there we go. Would you keep the art projects of your hypothetical child, or would you say, nice one, sweetie, and chuck it in the bin when they sleep? Oh my goodness. This is why the child is hypothetical and not real, because I don't want to have to make those kinds of choices. I think I would probably keep like a thing that can store art projects. I don't know if I would keep all of them if it was like there's 10 new ones every single week. Although maybe you could like digitize them and then keep like a digital folder with like records of all of them. But then like otherwise just kind of like keep the best one from like the season or the year or whatever. These are actual parent problems. Actual parent problems horrify me. Also, speaking of, what's going on up here? This is oh yeah, I don't know what's happened, but I'm all about it. Digitize them, keep the electronic copies. Mental imagery of Moose making paw print paintings in doggy daycare. If I ever actually board him in a place that just lets him like play with dogs all day, he's never gonna want to come home. Da-da, 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 da-da. Are they watching me? Oh, not really. They're looking... they're not all looking in one way. That would be kind of spooky, as if they're all like looking at something. I have a lot of pottery things from the kids that are hard to get rid of. Never lived in the same place long enough to gather stuff. Still be able to do DIYs and crafting. Yeah. That's the trick, is finding homes for things that you want to make when you want to like make them, but not necessarily keep them. Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching. I used that quote on Mr. Moose when he's like, "Do you think I can steal this scarf?" And I'm like, "I'm watching."
Strength, honor, I see them in you. Why have you come?
May the black anvil watch over you. May your hammer strike true.
This is so spooky. For kids' crafts, it gets different when you're going through things your parents kept. You see your own evolution. I don't think my parents kept my art projects. I know there was like one or two that like mom would like hang on her wall. But I don't know. It's like, it's not like there's like a continuous family home that's like still there that has like a basement full of stuff or anything, you know. Like my parents have also like gone through a lot of different life changes and moved around a lot too. No one's really got space to be keeping stuff. And that's okay. It's not like if someone gave me all of my old art projects as a kid, it's not like I would necessarily want to keep them. No, not again. I keep clicking on this. I need to abandon this quest. As far as I can tell, there's no way to stop doing it. Hang on. What if I like abandon it now? Does that help? Because yeah, this one's got to go. The Ringing Death has got to go. Home is where the candle has got to go. And then the wickless candle. Yeah. If I abandon this, will it kick me out? Thank you. Okay, I'm not climbing that thing again. Do you have spring yet where you live? Here in northern Norway, still have snow. It's been, it's a little, I mean, sun's pouring in the window right now. It has been getting a little bit spring-like. We had a little stretch of really lovely weather where it was kind of like 15 Celsius-ish, 15, 16 and sunny. And more recently, it's been kind of dropping back down to like 9 to 11 and rainy. But no, don't tell me about the wickless candle because I can't do it. It won't finish it. Here we go. And then I can't help you either. I have pictures my mom kept that I drew, which were of cats, of course. I do still have some digital photos that were of some different art pieces that I did when I was like a teenager. So there's like a record somewhere. I can't get in this door! There's a quest giver in here. And this door has become blocked by eyeball candles. Surely if I was a gnome, I could like squeeze through. Disengage. for orientation. I don't think reloading's gonna help, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Working as intended. Can I fit through the window? No. Hazel, what are your fishing plans for this spring? At this stage of my life, it's just try to go fishing. I don't know when though, because like I keep not having time, or like there's just not a good, like I need a morning that's like got nice weather. What in the ever loving? Can I climb these? Oh yeah. Oh, do they keep going? No. Can you blame Xalatath for this? Yeah, I haven't been fishing yet this year because there just hasn't been a good. Well, I mean, I'm sure there have been good opportunities. There haven't been any good opportunities that I've had the resources to take advantage of. All right, let me. All right, I can't get in. Surely, a hint of fear. I mean, we can just go do that, and then maybe this will all clear up. Will Moose fish? The plan, at least for now, is to leave him home to do his morning nap while we go fishing without him. Because I think it will be very difficult to have a relaxing fishing trip with him there, at least at first. I know that if I ever want to bring him fishing, I'm gonna have to start doing it, but like... You know, he's not like the kind of dog that you can safely off leash because he approaches all kinds of dogs and people, and not all dogs are safe to approach, and I do not want him to find that out the hard way, which means that he's on leash, which means that someone has to have the leash, and it's like a whole thing. That is a later me problem. That is like 7 layers down of later me problems. That is at the bottom of the 7-layer dip. Those blasted lashrooms and their accursed spores. I feel like my eyes are never gonna stop itching. What if I'm just seeing spooky demon tentacle eyeball candles because I have allergies? That could be it. Gaslight your partner to stay at home, watch out for Miss. I don't think you were using the word gaslight right anymore. Besides, I fish with my partner. It's cute. I actually haven't been fishing alone since I was like a teenager. I've thought about it because sometimes I'll go out to do an errand on my own and I'll be out kind of not far from one of my fishing spots, and I was like, if I took my rod, I could go get a couple casts in before I head home, but like, I don't know, I feel like it would be weird on my own. Plus, what if you catch a really big fish? And there's no one there to see you catch a really big fish? That's like half the point of fishing, is to be like, whoa, look at this! And then the other person goes, whoa! That's a big fish! Take turns playing with Moose and fishing. Yeah. That's when you take the fish to get mounted on the wall. Did you really get the biggest bite of your life? Yeah, if the tackle boxes aren't dropping conches, you can try the Forbidden Reach rare, but your next best bet is probably lunker fishing groups. Tuskar dailies give conches. There you go. Moose has been in the water. He does like to go in. I really didn't expect him to, just because of his breed mix, but he's all about it. I haven't seen him like actually swim yet, but he is very excited to splash around and blow bubbles and generally have a lovely time. I'm sure he can swim. He's like half husky / Malamute, but the 5% lab is the one that's winning out there. He's like a little under a quarter German Shepherd. Some of those like to swim too. He's so cute in the water. Oh my goodness. He's got kind of like a big nose because he's just got a big snout because he's just kind of like a big dog. And he'll just like stick his nose in the water and just bloop, 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 like make bubbles come out of both sides of it. And then he's like, bubbles! And then he starts biting them. He's very goofy. Doggy used to just bark at the water until we had to trial by fire toss her in to dispel the mystery. Oh. I still treasure the video that I took of Moose when he was like a little baby, where it was the first time that I ever tried giving him any peanut butter. And he was like, he didn't know what to do with it because it tasted good, but it was like sticking his mouth together, and he was kept being like, what did that? And he was like trying to scrap with it. It was very funny. Got to make some dog safe bubble solutions so you can blow bubbles in the air for him. My partner looked up dog bubbles and found that you could get them online, but there was like $70 for a bottle, which was kind of bananas when he'll just stick his head in his water bowl for free. Parents' first dog did that trial by fire himself. Hated water after that. Yeah, the dogs I've had in the past have not wanted to swim. They all could, but none of them were happy about it. They did not care for being wet. Both my childhood dog and also Joker. Not big water puppies. Bernese mountain dog puppy step onto a river surface and then just plop. Oh. Oh. My poor dog. Sorry, I know I'm like on dog brain right now. I need a new topic if we're going to talk about anything else. The poor guy, he's like a teenager in dog years, right? He's like 11 months old. He's going through some teenage stuff. And he's got doggy pimples on his little puppy chin. He's breaking out. Poor guy. It happened to the cat too when she was young. She went through an acne phase and we had to put like Blistex or something. Like the vet told us to just put acne wash or like these little pads to like clean it. It is happening to Mr. Moose too. Poor guy. To this day, I think that's why Miss Kira likes chin scratches so much, is because her chin was so itchy when she had little pimples there. And she's just like, she still likes those scratches. Is he going through his Linkin Park phase? He has a stainless steel bowl. We do clean it real good. He's got metal bowls. He does stick his face in all kinds of stuff, though. He is a puppy. When does he start posting on LiveJournal? Went with the titanium bowl. It's lighter. No clue animals get pimples, too. Yeah. Verdant Hulk. What in the Gorgrond? Oh, I'm supposed to approach it, not murder it. Hello. Are we murdering it now? Yes, yes we are. Okay. No hard feelings. And I'm feeling the Cozy Sunday vibe. I've been talking about my puppy too much. I just want to snuggle him. He's really sleepy out there. On my break, I just kind of like... and he was just snoozing. He'll fall asleep right, like, in your arms if you let him. How is the main story quest for this zone? I have been not worrying too much about the details. But there's certainly exciting things going on. I haven't been reading, partly because I don't want to linger on it too long and like serve up big spoilers to people that want to do it on their own, and partly because I'm not much of a quest text reader. I think I want to bake some potatoes sometime. I have like a huge bag of potatoes that I need to eat pretty fast because they're like, I forgot that I had them and they've started sprouting. It's only so long before they get like squishy and no good anymore. So I need to bake some potatoes. I've got foil. Can make it work. Partially set myself a goal. 13 level 70s. Does it feel like being stuck in a cave? I don't think so. I think that it's open enough. Some of the parts of it are definitely cavier than others, but it feels pretty. I don't feel like I'm in the Zerlite caverns. There are smaller caves within the cave that feel cavier. I just got snubbed by a magic hammer. Reckon I like them fried taters. And then the Isle of Dorne, the top zone where the big capital city is completely open air. That's like actual real sky. I'm excited to see the next zone down. I wonder what Skippy would eat. Probably like little shrimpies and stuff. Little crustaceans and buggies and stuff that like lives in the mud. Unless Skippy like lived in your house with you, in which case I'm sure he would eat like Pop-Tarts. He does not look like the kind of creature that would be like, excuse me, that's not organic. He'd like live in a frat house and people would just like feed him hot dogs and give him heart congestion. Yeah, Cloud Serpent. Let me see. Cloud Serpent. Let's pick like a regular one here. They can all sky, right? And looks like this. No. I want 1370s for transmog farming reasons. Is it like, is there a rationale behind the 13 specifically, or is it just like, that's a good number? Remember all the old Pandaria pet trainer videos? Theoretically, the same way that you remember when your parents are like, hey man, remember when it was 6th grade and you, I don't know, what kind of things do people do in grade 6? You made that big project with the big board that had the snails on it. And then you're like, yes, because you saw a picture, but you don't actually remember it. Because there's 13 classes. Oh, yeah. That's a great point.
Best mind your manners in the presence of a queen.
Okay. Oh, we got a witness. I did not get past the wall of eye candles. I just left to go do other quests. I'm hoping that if I do enough of them, that the eyes will go away. Moira's hard to talk to when she's not, like... Takes a minute before she lets you actually pick her quest up.
I dismiss you.
Was the wall player made? I don't think so. Although I don't know. Yeah, maybe there's like a toy or something that somebody just like built up a bunch of stuff with, but I don't know. It all showed up after I turned in a quest, like it kind of like phased in, which made me think it was a quest thing. Sure, was a candle toy? Oh. Well then maybe that's why. Maybe it'll be gone later then. Maybe it'll just expire. What was the most trouble you got into at your rural Canadian school? I told my teacher that I could not turn in my homework because my sister had destroyed it. And it was a lie. It wasn't true. I didn't turn in my homework because I forgot it at home, and I don't even know if I did it or not. But at that age, my sister was still at the same school, and my teacher was like, oh, well, in that case, I know what class she's in. Let's go talk to her about it. And she took me over to my sister's classroom, and I had to admit in front of my sister's class that was like 2 years older than me that I had lied and had in fact not brought my homework to school. And you can tell I'm not over it. Got scared straight real good. I would have been in grade 3 or 4, so I would have been 8 or 9 years old. Don't you want to check the statute of limitations before you admit this? Yeah, you're right. It was a wrong thing to do. I have learned that now. It was not a one-room schoolhouse. I didn't grow up in Little House in the Prairie. No, I was watching a career criminal stream. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. But yeah, I think that's the most trouble I ever got into, I think. I was pretty afraid of authorities, so I was that kid that was like, if my friends started doing something or if other kids started doing something that I thought was going to get them into trouble, I was like, listen, I will be sitting this out. I will not be held responsible for this. I don't remember what class the homework was for. Sorry that happened, teacher was not cool. I don't know, I mean, they had a point. I was lying. And I learned not to do it again. I don't think I would recommend that people do that to kids, but of all of the things in my life that I'm still working through now as an adult, I don't think that's one of them. Although you never know. I don't think I can blame that teacher for this. When I went to university, one of the kids from a small town was one of 7 high school graduates from our town that year. Oh, man. It's kind of a lot of pressure. Your seedy past life's catching up to you. What racial abilities have Earth and Race? You have this Azerite Surge. It's on cooldown, but it's an empower spell, kind of like Evokers get, and it will do some damage and then also heal some people if you power it up. You have the ability to eat gems to change your food buff and have a perma food buff. That one's not in yet, but it is a thing where they'll always have a well-fed buff. They get more armor from armor. They get more like armor benefit from armor rating, and they also get more exploration experience from exploring. Baking streams are retired. They're done now. More surprises for PvE. I hope we get a machine speaker class. Oh, that would be kind of cool. I don't think there's going to be any more like big crazy plot twist headlines like a new class or anything at this point. Not for this expansion, or at least not for this, not for like the launch of it. It would just it would take too much testing that they would have needed to have started by now. The new race can be any class except for Druid, Evoker, and Demon Hunter. I told my brother I'd bring my Swiss Army knife to scare his bully, and my brother bragged to everyone in his school, and then the kid called the cops. I was in grade 7. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Consume Jewel Crafter gems. I mean, gems have been dirt cheap, though, right? Like, base gems have been just, you know, cheap as sand for, like, a couple of expansions. I don't think you're going to need to consume, like, the purple ones. Green gems are usually just, like, a couple of gold. Plus, it's not like you need to do it to, like, re-up your food buff. It would just be if you wanted to change stats. If you wanted to just keep the same stat, then you'd be Gucci. You wouldn't need to eat anything. I don't know if I was supposed to engage this elite. It just says gems. We don't know if they're cut yet. I would assume not. I would assume you can just do uncut, completely raw gems. But I don't know that for sure because it's not working yet on alpha. I'm just guessing. Where's my mend pet button? Pet utility, pet utility. Not call pet. Here's mend pet. Rufus is tanking this as best as he can. How separated are the zones? Hoping the zone layout will make that super easy. I don't actually know. I mean, this is kind of what our big map looks like right now. Mind you, it's still an alpha map, so it's not like textured yet. So it looks like the zones are... I don't know what I'm trying to say. You could probably think better thoughts than I can looking at that. Aw, Softy, thanks for the 7-month resub. Happy Sunday, Hazel. Happy Sunday to you. Catch up later. I'm going to make myself a baked potato for my tea now. Have a lovely tea time. We haven't been able to travel between zones. We've been getting ported directly into them by the alpha testing NPCs. So the, I don't know. These zones look pretty cromulent. Hang on, I gotta look that up. That's a new word of the day. What does that mean? Define cromulent. Acceptable. Informal, humorous, acceptable, satisfactory. Everything will be cromulent at best. Good to know. Sometimes I wonder if some of you are time travelers. I'll explain a few things. Chickens? Did I just dig up a bunch of chickens? Why are they so mad? NPC quest icons. Yeah! We've got like these ellipsis ones for quests in progress. There's a little like recycling icon for repeatable quests. That was kind of cool. Enjoying Earthen? Yeah, they're neat. They're neat. I think I'll definitely have Unearth and Alt when they come out. I don't know of what yet, but something.
Well, I'm listening. You may take your leave.
That's from The Simpsons. They invented a lot of words. Let me see.
get down to business then. May the Black Anvil watch over you.
I still haven't found the delves. I could just like fly around and hope that I come across them.
Watch your back. Off with you.
You'd think we must be
What's on
close.
your mind? Be good.
The Earthen Race look pretty solid so far. Rock solid even. Yeah, as far as we know, there's no cap on how many bronze bullion you can get in the season. It's just like a one per week limit, but it doesn't seem like there's any kind of a hard cap. Bad pun, no biscuit. I'm sorry, are there biscuits? If somebody has cookies, you have to tell me. Oh, that looks like a rare spawn. Because it's not just like the star icon that the vignettes have. It's like a... Hang on. Oh, there's more of them. Spore-infused shellwing. It looks like an actual like rare... Oh no, there's a ton of them. There's too many of them. I'm skeptical now. I don't trust it. I don't like this. He's level 80. Am I gonna die? Yes. Alright. YOLO. Woo, that does hurt. Alright, Rufus is dead. Ugh. Sorry, Skippy. Had to be like this. Oh dear. Alright, well, we learned something. One of the things I learned is where my Feigned Death Keybind is. How long do you think you could live off of the food that you have in your house now if you had to, like, stay in your home in, like, an apocalypse situation? Approximately 14 hours. What food? Hi, Hazel. What's up, Britt? How you doing? Maybe a month, 2 weeks. I think I could stretch for 2 people. And I guess the dog. I think I could stretch a month before we like ran out of meals, and it takes like a long time to starve to death. But they would become pretty awkward meals pretty quickly. Very dead. I have flour and granola, because I have like I don't know, some amount of rice, and then like dry legumes. Like I have like a good stockpile of dried like chickpeas and lentils and beans of various descriptions, and that would like keep me going for like some time. But I don't think I would really. I think it would run out pretty quick. Run out of coffee and smokes before then. That would be a problem for everyone. Speaking of food, what is for lunch? Who is lunch? How is lunch? I would not be able to stretch anything for 2 days for 2 people. I just eat everything in one day if I really ration 2 or 3. Oh, I have some, well, some quinoa too. If we rationed it well. Just kidding, birds, JK. Plus I have enough, well, I mean, I go through bread really fast though. I was gonna say, I have enough flour to make bread for like I could probably do like 7 loaves of bread, but then I'm like, well, that's like 7 days worth of food. Do not have a month's worth of pet food. I think the only reason I think I might have a month's worth of pet food is because I just got like a new enormous bag of dog food, and I've got 2 on hand because Moose is switching from puppy food to grown-up food. Or he's like about to start, so I'm gonna be like mixing the 2 bags together at varying ratios to like transition him over. I have pepperoni pizza and a whole tub of Ben & Jerry's tonight. Uber healthy. Thank you for reminding me to order more pet food. You betcha. The Fluffy's gotta eat. My pantry is partly like good planning and partly just like a graveyard of ideas that I had that I never did, or that I did once but then had leftover materials for. Like at one point in my life I got it into my head that I was gonna like try a bunch of stuff from this like vegetarian Korean cookbook, and in pursuit of that I bought like a bag of some kind of special like non-glutinous rice flour. Have I ever made anything from that? No. Never. Absolutely never. And I'm sure it doesn't last forever. Even sealed things get stale eventually. One cat has a chicken allergy. Annoying to shop for. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yeah, they put chicken in all kinds of stuff. I've actually not heard that fitness joke. I need to burn more nests. Time to make mochi? Maybe. I don't know. I also have cake flour because I was like, I'm gonna make cakes. Then I made a cake, 2 cakes, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. And now I have all this cake making and decorating like equipment and ingredients, and no further desire for any additional cakes. Do you even like mochi? It's all right. I'm kind of off dessert right now. There's not that many sweet things that I actually want right now. I don't know why. I'm not trying to be like too good for it or anything. I'm just kind of having a hard time with food. Recently watched your Blanchy video on YouTube. Currently on day 2. Hopefully these spawn timers go quick. Oh, nice. Well, thanks for watching it. I appreciate it. Note to self, don't pug heroic vault. People try their hardest to wipe on every boss. Whenever people say vault, I don't know this week if they mean Vault of the Incarnates or Azure Vault. We've got multiple vaults kicking around. Even named one of my budgies Mochi. It's a cute name. I love mochi. I have peanut mochi in my cupboard. Incarnates. halls of vaults of the warden. Vaults of halls of lightning. If I ever get a walk-in closet, I'm gonna call it the vault of something or another. Imagine me with a walk-in closet would just be like, this is where I keep the sweatshirts, and this is where I keep the sweatpants, and this is where I keep the flannels, and here's the t-shirts. And it'd just be like a big stack of t-shirts. Not stack, they would be like vertically placed so you could like pull them out and stuff, but and then it'd be like, Hazel, what do you wear in the summer? And here's the t-shirts. It's just so nice to put away things that are square. Vault of Halls of Ascension of Plaguefall. I could have a wall of wigs, that's true. The trouble with me is that I'm very phase-based, so I'm having a wig phase right now, but it's a pretty good bet that my wig phase isn't gonna last forever. And then, like, you need to figure out how many wigs do you want to hold on to in case of a future wig phase? How long between wig phases? You know, it's tough to say. It's like the weather. I've discovered I do like the ones that are cut like this, though, that are like fairly short that I can just kind of put into a ponytail because they don't get tangled like the long one does. I have a couple different colors of basically this wig now. It's great. Remember when you first buzzed your head saying you'd never do wigs? Yeah. Are they hard to wash? Yeah, so you do get a special wig shampoo. They don't need to be washed nearly as often as actual hair because they're insulated from your head by the wig cap. And also because I am not doing anything more stressful or strenuous in them than sitting indoors at this desk. So they're not getting pollution from outside. They're not getting dirt. They're not really getting sweat. They don't need to be cleaned very often. But yeah, you can get special wig shampoo. You can also use like baby shampoo and stuff, but wig shampoo is not super expensive. And like I said, you don't need to use it very often. I did the pink one recently. It's pretty easy. Soak it for a little bit and then air dry it basically. Is it a gaming wig? Glue dissolving in water and such. Glue. I don't think there's any glue involved in these. I'm not gluing them on because all my wigs have bangs. I'm not using any kind of a glue. I don't even have them on very tight. Like if somebody tried to snatch the wig, it would come off in a heartbeat. I'm living a comfy life here. When will the new Hollowfall dungeons be available in alpha? Maybe next week? Who's out here trying to snatch wigs? Nobody that's allowed in my house, that's for sure. You have wig? Yeah. Crazy the dungeon queue's so long. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see this one at this point today. It would need to pop soon. It's missing 1 DPS. But it's alpha, so. You can fly into Hollowfall to see the Sky Crystal. Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, I think the ones that I have, even though, like, this is a pretty cheap one as well. I think they're all sewn together. Average DPS queue. Oozmodius. Where's Ozymandias? Are your wigs dolphin safe? I'm not dolphin safe. Also, dolphins aren't safe for me. I'm pretty sure that a dolphin could eat me if it wanted to. What else are we doing in here? We're finding Lisky. Whatever a Lisky is. Are you a Lisky? That's Carrion. How would you describe the feel of leveling? It's fun. You get a good variation of dungeons. Delves are also fun for leveling. I wish I had found some in this zone by now. I guess I could just dip out of this cave and just go fly around and see if I notice any delve icons on the map to try some, because I'm running a little low on time and I would like to see one in this zone specifically. Why is Resto Shaman easy? What if you're like really good at it? What if you're just very talented? Lisky's running around the cave, so I'll run past you. Ah, okay. I think I'm gonna go fly around and see if I can find a delve. I haven't been too far in the southern part of the zone, so maybe there's something down there. I can assure you, Hazel, I'm not talents. Alright, keep your eyes peeled in this little mini-map. Yeah, you can sky ride in the new zone right from the get-go, so you can dragon ride. You need to do an achievement if you want to unlock. Oh, hey, they got the Stable Master icon in place. There you go. But you need to do an achievement if you want to regular fly down here. Basically just like a Pathfinder kind of situation. So this looks like about as far south as we're really going. Abyssal excavation. Is that a delve? Is there a list of the names of the delves? I don't even know what they're called. Hang on a second, I need to land to try to read that. Bye Babloba, 86 with a 10-month resub. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Apologies about the pronunciation. How do you like the new stable UI? It's pretty. It looks lovely. I haven't spent a lot of time in the stable UI in Hunters previously because I normally have like 4 pets tops, but it looks really nice. It's much more easier to look through. Submerged sign. The heck? That's a new icon. What is going on here? I don't know. It's like a clue. It had like a magnifying glass icon. It sounded, the note looked like it was just talking about the darkness boss from the dungeon that we did. It looks like this is the path to the next zone. So I'm sure they'll kick me out of here in a minute. Because we're going down. Ajkahet. Let me see. Oh, spooky. Okay. I'm sure we're testing that like next week. How's Alpha going? It's fun. Delvenburg, Delvhampshire, Delventown, etc. Take on the recent discussions around button bloat removing add-ons from WoW. Oh, it's pretty. Last year. What am I doing?
What brings you here?
Button bloat removing add-ons. I guess I don't really know what the discussion's about, but I'm not unhappy with the status quo. I don't feel like WoW is too button bloated for me. And I like add-ons, but I don't really feel that it forces me to use them, with the main exception of I really wish they would redo nameplates. Because I think default nameplates suck. But, yeah, I don't know if I have skin in that game. Only one in this zone open. Mid, higher up on the right side. So kind of like, is it like here-ish? Shadow Vein Pointy? No, that's where, like right where I was. Oh, it is on the map. I found it. The Dread Pit. Okay. Well, now that I know what the icon looks like. Are there any more? I know you said there's only one, but like. Oh, the waterworks. There's one too. Okay. If we only have time for one, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go take a look at this one, but if it doesn't let me in, then we'll go do the Dread Pit. Use very few add-ons, DBM, threat plates. I think that the UI rework they did at the beginning of Dragonflight was incredible. Like, I used to live for Bartender, and I don't need it anymore. I only use it on Classic. The waterworks. I don't know if it's open, but I just want to like poke around and see if I can at least find the door. There's the door. Haha. Favorite feature of Plater that you want to default? Readability. Plater does have lots of great features. I like the color coding for quest mobs versus regular mobs. I like the way that it highlights important interrupts and stuff. It does a lot of things that are arguably like a little bit too useful. What? Yeah, maybe they won't let me do that one. At least we found it, and now I know what I'm looking for. But, yeah, I think the readability on the default nameplates is awful. Had a hard time without add-ons like Rarity, Rare Scanner, Saved Instances. Upgraded Telegraphs, feel safe deleting DVM. Oh, and we're in. We can do it! Alright, welcome to the Waterworks. Speak with Foreman Brooknar. Air totem acquired.
That device keeps us safe from the poison. Hold on to it.
Okay.
Careful! The totem's power will drain whenever you take a step.
Alright. They had a similar mechanic earlier where it was kind of like your candle gets smaller as you walk, so like be conservative about your movement kind of thing. Can I drop the
Let's have
totem?
a quick sit down to recover.
How do I drop it? I don't know if I can drop it. What is the elevator pitch in the Delve things? It's like a piece of content that you can do in like a 10 to 15 minute time frame. You can do it with 1 to 5 people. There are varying levels of difficulty, and it's kind of like end game. You can do them all leveling, but it's also like an end game content pillar for outdoor content, basically. So there will be a Great Vault track that you can fill up by doing harder level delves. They will drop at their highest levels gear that is competitive with gear from Raids and Mythic Plus. And doing them involves killing mobs. I mean, they said puzzles. I don't know if I've seen anything that really counts as a puzzle in one of these yet. Owie. And you have a companion with you that helps support you in the dungeon. So I've got Bran in here doing some damage. I'm gonna maybe... Bran, do you want to make me like a nice... He's looting. Nice...
Found a bit of gold!
That voice line is gonna be a quote, if nothing else. Like, that feels like a meme. The Delvator pitch. Just blink around without walking. Found a bit of gold! If you could make me one of those campfires... There's probably an ICD on the campfire thing. I don't have any food on me. I don't have any way to heal myself outside of exhilaration. And I guess, like, Azerite Surge. We're trying to rescue initiates. So there are... Oh, there's another one too. Okay, so that it's not that big a deal. Yell that every time I get loot now. Turtle is made into the water type. Yeah, because from what I understand, he says it pretty often. I can't eat any gems. It's not working. Alright. So we got some fuel for the thing. I can't do that right now. Sounds like a good sound bit for a sub notice. That is true. That's it. That would be cute. A little bits donation. You can have Bran heal you as well. You can have him heal or damage. I think you have to switch him at the beginning, though. This is the easiest difficulty delve, so we shouldn't be running out of anything. It said that this was going to cleanse me from poisons. I haven't actually noticed a lot of poisons yet. There's a... Oh, forgot to look at that one. Rare kind of looking mob over there. Beastcleave. Beastcleave order. Look at the affix box. In the right, there's a poison icon. That's my Cobra sting. Oh, this one. Poison infects the air, reducing maximum health if not within purified air. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, I suppose so. I can't really judge how fun these are based on the lowest difficulty of them. The big circle brand sphere of influence. It's some kind of a poison cleansing totem. I think if you run out of space on it, you'll take damage.
What have we here? Let's have a quick sit down to recover.
There's stuff over there. Also, I want to make sure I get that strange disturbance. I want to see what it is.
Here's your take of the spoils.
Pets and passive, you're right, I'll put them back on assist. I think I hit passive ages ago to pull them back from something they were attacking that I didn't want them to. Oh. Found something. Lets me double jump and applies fungal freshness when you double jump to heal you over 20 seconds. Well, that's kind of nice. There you go. Woo!
That device keeps us safe from the poison. Fantastic.
Movement speed and healing. I don't think I have to kill everything. Yeah, we found the delve. I also found the other one, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to do it. I'm almost out of my slot here. There we go. I think the kobold theme of this zone and the interactions we have with them are very charming. I'm into it. It's working for me. Yeah, still just the first two difficulties, and I'm actually on the lower one because that was what it let me start. But I think that's just for leveling. I think at endgame you'll be able to do harder ones. Yeah, I think the difficulty will scale up. One thing I'm curious about is if the level of punishing for things like the minimize your steps thing is also harder, like if you run out of that poison totem when you're on higher difficulties because it doesn't last as long, or if the difficulty scaling is purely reflected in the mobs themselves, and like the boss. What kind of pet is that? I've got a mole rat and a mud skipper. They're both new models in the War Within. The mud skipper is my favorite thing. Just in general. Cool if they added mechanics at certain levels. Yeah, based off of this, it seems like there might be more affixes to manage as you get higher, because you've got like this little box that shows you what you've got going on. So there might be more things to deal with. Is your mole rat naked? I didn't buy him any pants. So you have Bran helping, and he is an NPC. You can also bring more people with you. You can do these with parties of up to 5 people. Oh, hey, it's Waxface. I feel like I fought him already. Permabuffs you can get to mitigate it on higher levels. I like the mole rats. I like the grand sloths with the mole nose tossed on. Yeah, a little bit. They have different nose versions of them too. There's star-nosed mole rats as well. They're funny. Is it not weird that in an MMO your party are NPCs? No, not really. Not to me anyway.
I'll give you a hand with this one.
Especially in this content, you can do this with people if you like. It's just an option that you can do it on your own. You can absolutely bring friends in here. Alright, we got... Oh yeah, we got a cult-like kobold helm. Get an eyeful of that. No take candle. If you could choose any NPC to be a future delve buddy. Give me Kelsey. Give me Kelsey Steelspark. I gotta mog that helm on. I don't have game sound anymore, but let's go do the other delve. We can do it. We can make it work. We took candle. Yeah, leave the delve. Ah, I thought there weren't going to be any loading screens. I was promised. How are delves? They seem fine. They're short. They're short, which is I think going to be a big selling point for people. Something that you can kind of get in and do in like 15 minutes or less. Expedition point. Is it just because we all like... It's not that for me, the appeal of shorter content, it's not that I have less time and that I'm going to log on and do one delve and then be like, all right, that's all the gaming time that my busy adult life has. It's that I think that's my life, so I don't want to commit to something long. But in reality, I would do 3 things that were 15 minutes long with no problem, whereas I wouldn't want to do one thing that's 45 minutes long. It's not that I have any, less time. It's that I think I have less time, so I don't want to, like, commit. The illusion of flexibility. They take some inspiration from Torghast, but they're not that similar to Torghast. Torghast had more emphasis on the powers that you get, that you could kind of combo together into different builds. There are a couple powers that you pick up here, but they are all very short, limited duration buffs that don't seem to really combo together meaningfully. For me personally, the appeal isn't the length. It's the fact that there's not a timer. Alright, let's try the other one. I was kind of in trouble with that one. Here, let's get out of Dark Ranger and let's do one as pack leader. Entertainment increasingly becoming more bite-sized. Exactly. I think they're smart for following that trend. Whether you like it or not, that is what consumers are engaging with, so. Let me in. Let me in. Excuse me. Hello? Dark Ranger, Pack Leader. So it's not really a fair comparison because Dark Ranger has buttons and Pack Leader does not. Pack Leader doesn't really do anything noticeable. So it's great if you're looking for like a fully passive option that doesn't really change your rotation at all. But and then Dark Ranger is like if you want something that's like got a little bit of intrigue, a little bit of something going on. I don't know if they're gonna let me do this. I don't know why, but maybe it's just not open right now. Dark Ranger is more edgy, true. Oh, I think we're out of luck. I tried. I don't think they're gonna let me into it. If they're short and have comparable gear to raids, why do raids? I mean, you could make the same argument about, pardon me. You could make the same argument about Mythic Plus Dungeon. Mythic Plus Dungeons have a lot of advantages over raids, but people still do raids. Keys are shorter, they take less people to coordinate, and they offer competitive loot at the highest end. So yeah, you might raid for weapons and trinkets, you might raid for the social aspect of having that raid night with your guild. I do both. And I think that delves similarly will kind of like fit in alongside it. Maybe you just like have one buddy on, you guys want to do something, you could like both go do a delve together. Alright, well, I think that's what we got for today. I'll be back on Wednesday, because Monday and Tuesday are the Hazel weekends, so this is my Friday night. I'll be back on Wednesday with a fresh new week of streams. It seems that there's going to be a new alpha build every week with new zones, so we can probably check out the next zone next week. And then maybe do like a day or two of Season 4 stuff. Maybe not, we'll see. We'll feel it out. I appreciate you guys for coming. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.